We come from the cracks in the concrete floor, where hope gave up, we asked for more. Grit in our teeth, blood in our spit. This ain't a game, but I bet you quit. You tried to silence what we became. We start the fire with gasoline. We are the storm, you can't outrun. Blackout is born, and we've just begun. There's no light left, no turning back. Built for the dark, found in black. We are the blackout. We are the blackout. We are all spotlights, no easy road. We made a kingdom from the cold. Every loss, gained every win. They tied me up, can't see again. You tried to silence what we became. We start the fire, we're gasoline. We are the storm, you can't outrun.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 3Dub Wrestling. Welcome to Chicago, Illinois. And welcome to Blackout. What's going on, everybody? I am Dewey Danielson, and I am here to call all the action for you as always. Tonight we got a big show in this go-home episode of Blackout before we get to the Gold Rush Premium Live event. Guys, big matches tonight, including this. The number one contender for the International Championship, Curt Brooks, goes up against Scott Adams. We've got Global Championship contender Sander Cool one-on-one with Devil Dog Hartford. We've also got the opponent of Devil Dog for Gold Rush, War and Peace, tonight up against Joe Rivers right here one-on-one. And we've got the finale of the tag team tournament, the finals, triple threat tag match, Los Salvadores, Resistance, and Townsend Enterprises. And speaking of Townsend Enterprises, what a big night for them tonight. We've also got the XTV champion Will King in attendance, and CFT and the Star Killer himself, Chris Harris, right here tonight on Blackout Episode 8 here in Chicago, Illinois. Guys, take a moment to hit the like button on this video and subscribe to 3Dub Wrestling on YouTube, the only place you can get the premier Efed entertainment. We are ready to kick things off, and here comes Townsend Enterprises to start things off tonight. Making their way to the ring, representing Townsend Enterprises, the global champion CFT, and the Star Killer Chris Harris. And we are raining down already with the You Suck chants. I'm sure there will be plenty of those chants here in the opening segment tonight for Blackout. Of course, tonight brought to you by W Energy, where you can get all of your gaming fuel and get a 10% discount with hashtag 3W at checkout. And we know CFT is going to be defending that global championship at Gold Rush against Sander Cool. And this man, Chris Harris, in a rematch against the undefeated Hexen for the 3Dub World Heavyweight Championship. That is going to be another massive matchup on the Gold Rush card, guys. That will be in Columbus, but we are here tonight in Chicago.
That's really how you welcome us? Really, Chicago?
I think.
I get it. There's not been a goat in the United Center for almost 30 years. Michael Jordan's been retired a long time, I know. Oh, come on. We all know Derrick Rose doesn't count. Maybe to you delusional peasants, but let's stay in the real world. Right here, you got the man, the myth, the legend, the greatest of all time. Multiple-time world heavyweight champion and soon-to-be world heavyweight champion again. The handsome one, the perfect one, the star killer himself. Wait for it, I know. Yeah, that's right. Shower us with your boos. Chris Harris. This man right here at Gold Rush will once again be the 3-dub World Heavyweight Champion, because that's what GOATs do. Okay, I can tell some of you peasants are stupid. I understand we're in a crime-ridden city with terrible standards for education. So let's compare Chris Harris, the real GOAT, to Michael Jordan, okay? Michael Jordan played with the flu, right? The flu game. Everyone loves the flu game. Well, Chris Harris has put himself through flaming tables, had light tubes smashed over his head, been wrapped in barbed wire, and put himself through a C4 door. And unlike what some people think, Chris Harris, unlike Michael Jordan, doesn't need a backup to do his dirty work for him. Oh, what? You know I'm right. Come on. Everybody here's a critic. But Chris Harris will not be in Hell in a Cell. He doesn't need Townsend Enterprises. No. He doesn't need Lance Hagen. He doesn't need Lars Morrison. None of us need each other to win a match, despite what some people think. Oh, come on. Y'all act like you don't believe me. You all ever heard of teamwork? Y'all ever heard of a cohesive unit? Oh, yeah, that's right. Here in 3-dub, very few of those have ever existed. Not one quite like Townsend Enterprises. But with all this being said, I still take exception to the perfect one being locked inside Hell in a Cell. Not that we want to get involved. No. Okay, don't go there. Not that we don't want to get involved, but because a man like Hexen wants to try to bend the rules, wants to try to injure and maim the perfect one. Can't have that, because we all know that Hexen is desperate. We know that Azvito's desperate. We know that anything that he can possibly do to bend the rules in his favor, he's going to do it, because that's how he operates. How else do you think he's been the longest undefeated superstar in the history of this company? No one's ever went undefeated as long as him. Of course, it's because he bends the rules in his favor. We've seen it time and time again. But so do we. And that's where I've got a suggestion. So we won't be doing Hell in a Cell. Let's go ahead and put that aside. Not happening. But here's what I've got in mind. If one of my boys can last 10 minutes with Hexen tonight, because I know he's here, last 10 minutes in the ring with Hexen, then can opt to change the match stipulation for Gold Rush. I think that sounds fair. You know, after all, he is undefeated. We're talking about the longest running undefeated streak in the history of this company. Then it shouldn't be a problem for a guy like Hexen to last 10 minutes in the ring with a member of Townsend Enterprises. That should be a walk in the park for you, right? Oh, I love it. I think that's what we're going to do. That's going to make big money right there. Tell your friends, anyone out there watching in TV land, tell your friends that the World Heavyweight Champion is going to be in action tonight against a member of Townsend Enterprises. And I can tell you right now, the ratings are going to go up. I know it. I feel it in my soul. Because a guy like me, I know what's good for business. Unlike some people around here. Tell them, Harris.
Here we go. Let's see what Chris Harris has to say, if anything. Is he going to even get a word out with this crowd here tonight? I don't think so. I don't know. Oh, there it is. Every time he tries to get a word out, this crowd has something to say to Chris Harris. Oh, looks like we might not get to hear from Harris.
You have the opportunity to let the handsome one address you, and you give him a welcome like that.
Oh, it's great.
You don't deserve Chris Harris's time, and you damn sure don't deserve to hear Chris Harris speak. So your punishment will be having to listen to me for a little bit longer. You did it to yourselves. Come on. Let me tell you first and foremost, just like right here, right now, Townsend Enterprises calls the shots. We have all the time in the world to talk right now. Exhibit A. And Exhibit B is what's going to happen at Gold Rush when Chris Harris takes on Hexen. You see, one thing I'll tell you about Hexen, and everybody saw it a couple short weeks ago, he uses a mask to hide his insecurities. The mask is what gives Hexen his strength. It's what gives him his toughness. It's what gives him everything. And without the mask, he is nothing except for a loser and a cheap cardigan. Seen what happened? Beat the hell out of Asvino a couple weeks ago. And let me tell you something right now. This is not a prediction. This is 100% a guarantee. When Chris Harris meets Hexen under our terms at Gold Rush, you will see a new World Heavyweight Champion.
Will we? Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. Here comes Matt 8th Star. Maybe we'll get a little stamp on this.
So, I know you weren't expecting me out here, but right now Hunter is a little busy dealing with this investigation stuff. So I'll just put it like this. Tonight, if Lars can last 10 minutes, 10 minutes is all you lost. If Lars can last 10 minutes, then you may change the stipulation. But only if Lars can last 10 minutes.
Oh, man. What a big change to the night's card. And could have some big ramifications for Gold Rush, man. Oh, man. Well, we think that we're going to get Hexen and Harrison in a Hell in a Cell, but that very well could change in the main event here tonight.
Want to get jacked like Caleb Stone? Don't lift light, sip right. Caleb Stone's secret juice. The power's in the bottle.
Get juiced!
Here, try this.
Oh, that's good. Instant chill.
Told you.
Feels like it was made for moments exactly like this.
Because it was.
The franchise's ice packs. Cold, fast, and reliable for athletes who get their asses handed to them.
You know the look. The smile that stops a room. The eyes that hold attention. The presence that can't be taught. You can't be handsome, but you can smell like it. Handsome by Chris Harris. You can't be handsome, but at least you can smell good.
Well, what a big stipulation change we just got for the main event of Gold Rush. And a new main event here tonight, but we are ready to kick off match 1 of the evening. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Dallas, Texas, weighing 225 pounds, War and Peace with a big matchup at Gold Rush in a couple of weeks, where we will see him go one-on-one with Devil Dog Hartford, who's also in action tonight. Both of them may be looking for a little momentum win going into the premium live event. And a big matchup for War and Peace tonight in the show opener here in Chicago. Going up against Joe Rivers. Joe Rivers, first time he's been in action since getting taken out back before Coachella. And you know that still weighs heavy on his mind. All right, here we go. What a night it's gonna be here tonight, guys. I'm excited to get this first matchup underway. And his opponent from Lafayette, Indiana, weighing 241 pounds, Joe Rivers. All right, here we go, guys. If you're following along in the live premiere chat, let me know who you think's walking away with a win here in the first matchup tonight. Will it be Joe Rivers or War and Peace? Both of them looking for a lot of momentum coming out of this matchup. Like I said, you know Joe Rivers has got a lot on his mind regarding the attack from Townsend Enterprises prior to Coachella taking him out of that event. That could have definitely changed the course of things for Joe Rivers. But it is good to see him back in action tonight. And a nicely done savant kick right out the gate into a rear naked choke on War and Peace right here, right now in the opening moments, and broken out is Warren. A lot of pent-up aggression for Joe Rivers. And now, knee to the back, neck breaker, and a springboard leg drop from War and Peace. Oh. And Joe right back on the rebound with a knee, and now picking up War and Peace in a tilt-a-whirl neck breaker. Both of these superstars, I mentioned Joe Rivers having a lot on his mind. But you know, War and Peace does as well. A big matchup with arguably one of his best friends, not just in the industry, but all around in life. Considers him a mentor, or at least used to. Devil Dog Hartford. A lot of people consider him a mentor. Maybe even Joe Rivers with a nicely done springboard forearm. Rolled to the outside, these two. Joe Rivers in control. Peace up on his back, and now look out. Squirming off, and now into the barricade. Steel barricade. And now it's War and Peace. Couple of clubbing blows. Nothing Joe Rivers can do as War and Peace slides back in. And up and over goes Peace. My goodness. Nicely done. War and Peace now driving the elbows into the heart and a scrape of the face with the bottom of the boot and showing a little disrespect here. I've mentioned it before that these fans have not given up on War and Peace, though he's been carrying a little bit of that edge as of late towards Devil Dog, and there is Devil Dog watching on here, scouting his opponent even more as Joe Rivers now into a pinfall, a 2 count, and a kick out. Ooh, right between the eyes. A right hand from Joe Rivers. Keeps thinking about wanting to do this springboard, but second guessing himself. Maybe for the better, considering he's just coming off a little slight injury. Nevertheless, looking good here tonight in Chicago. And now here's Rivers. Rivers on the outside, and a springboard forearm once again, laying out War and Peace as Joe Rivers climbs to the top turnbuckle awaiting Peace to get back to his feet, and a missile drop kick missed. Right into the hands of War and Peace, who's trying to fire himself back up here. Uh-oh. Big clubbing blows across the chest, my God. Oh, man. Big blows from War and Peace across the chest. Now we are back on the outside. And a deadlift. German suplex into the damn ring. Into the side of the ring. Man, and you know Devil Dog's seen that one firsthand. Look out now. Look out now. 1 count, 2 count. Joe Rivers stays alive. Double knee takedown, War and Peace. Joe Rivers slides outside quickly, the veteran maneuver. Right back into War and Peace in the corner now, and a lariat takes him right down. Fantastic matchup to start things out here tonight, guys. Both of these superstars want this one. Here's Joe now. Super kick taking down War and Peace on the outside. Referee for the evening, Steve Zeebs, now with a count of 3. Oh, face first down on the thin matted concrete. Now Joe with a big knee. Count of 5 now, Rivers throwing Peace into the steel steps. Two might want to think about getting inside. That's exactly what Joe Rivers does here. Count of 8 for War and Peace, who's slow to get back to his feet. And is he going to make it into the ring on time? Joe Rivers calling for more, and in comes Peace. And a lariat takes him right back down to the mat. Joe Rivers looking for that springboard maneuver. And again with the forearm, but this time scouted by War and Peace. Scouted by Peace, and into a Mercury Clash. Mercury Clash maneuver made famous by Hall of Famer Jeroen Mercury, and now it's War and Peace back on the upper hand as Devil Dog continuing to look on here. Irish whip off the rope, open, over, leapfrog. Joe Rivers going for the savate kick, caught by Peace, tripped down to his backside, and now a sharpshooter from War and Peace, and is it enough to make Joe Rivers tap out? No, it looks like he's going to maneuver himself out. Kick to the mid for Joe Rivers. Collar and elbow lockup. Elbows to the midsection from War and Peace. Trying to stay in control here. And a power bomb landed, man, right into a hook of the leg. And a 1 count kick out for Joe Rivers. And oh man, I've said it before, I'll say it again. Fantastic matchup here to start things out tonight, guys. And a basement drop kick from Peace. You can hear this crowd getting behind him. They haven't given up on Peace just yet, guys. Face into the turnbuckle. Now up onto the top. And it's War and Peace driving this car. And it's War and Peace to the very tippy top. Superplex from Peace. Superplex. And now revisiting the top. Man, oh man. What a maneuver. Showing the athleticism. And now a 720 off the ropes. Springboard 2 count. Joe Rivers Kicks out again. My God. What is it going to take to put down Rivers here tonight? Pop-up spine buster. War and Peace is really giving it to Joe Rivers here. And oh man. Continuing to watch on is Devil Dog. Every single move, every inch that War and Peace taking a big knee here from Joe Rivers, who's still in this fight. Still in this fight is Joe Rivers. Here we go now. Blood all over his face, all battered and bruised, and he's springboard forearm. Is that the one to put away Peace? 2, no. 1 count, Peace kicks. And Joe looking for the punt kick. Joe connecting with the punt kick right in the ear hole. Not capitalizing, but he's going for it. Going for it. Caught by Peace, my God. Caught by Peace. Going for the curb stomp. War and Peace with a massive cutter on Joe Rivers. Countering the curb stomp. And now, look out. War and Peace hooks the leg. 2 count, 3, and that's the ball game. What a massive win for War and Peace here. What a matchup to open the card tonight. Man, oh man, guys. There it is, right there, the 3 count. And a big win for War and Peace. And Devil Dog Hartman watched every single second of that matchup. And oh man, guys, what a way to kick off the show here tonight.
Say it.
Say what?
Say thank you. Because we both know if it wasn't for me, you'd never be world champion.
Big words from Danny. And listen to the crowd.
You know what? I agree with these fans, Cruella. You do indeed deserve it.
That's right.
And because these fans here in Chicago are so great, I believe you deserve something special here tonight. Since we have the Women's World Champion and we have the Women's Television Champion, these two will tag together against Nightshade and Gypsy Freak. And if the two of you can win tonight, then you two will face each other at Gold Rush. But if you two lose, Danny will defend that championship against Nightshade, and you, Cruella, will defend it against Gypsy Freak.
Oh, man. What another big impromptu matchup set up here tonight. The two women's champions will team up against Nightshade and Gypsy Freak. Big stipulations on the line in that matchup. Contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from the Netherlands, weighing 235 pounds, Sander Cool. Well, I mentioned it earlier tonight. We know Sander gonna get an opportunity at what he calls his creation, the Global Championship, after going through all kinds of loops and hurdles to get back to that title. Finally going to get an opportunity to face CFT at Gold Rush. Man, oh man, CFT that I know of has only been in the ring one time. That also involves Sander Cool, so a big turnabout here, and now we're going to get CFT defending the title at Gold Rush, and big opportunity for Sander Cool to bring home what he created, the global title.
At 244 pounds, he is the blacksmith of FIP, Devil Dog.
Well, his eyes were glued to the monitors backstage, watching every single second of that War and Peace Joe Rivers matchup, and I have to say, very, very well done matchup between the two. And you know that Devil Dog Hartford was thinking the same thing, and also thinking right here tonight he's got to step his game up against Sander Cool. He wants to have the same kind of momentum going into that matchup at Gold Rush with War and Peace. We'll find out. I wonder if War and Peace is going to do the same. You gotta imagine every superstar that's in action in 2 weeks at Gold Rush is going to be paying very close attention to their opponents here tonight in the Go Home Show, Chicago, Illinois. All right, face to face, these two. And you know the show of respect coming from Devil Dog and accepted by Sander Cool. These two fan favorites here tonight in a big matchup of the second bout of the evening. And here comes the bell, and here comes Devil Dog. Right out the gate, taking down Sander Cool. Sander right into the action here, and look at this. As I suspected, War and Peace watching on in this matchup as well. Oh, wait a second. Wait a minute, is that his twin brother, Chris Chaos? What the hell is he doing here?
Hello, big brother.
The hell?
Scouting your opponent for Gold Rush. Chris, you come any closer, I will drop you where you stand. I mean no harm, big brother. As a matter of fact, I come in peace. I highly doubt that. Highly doubt that. What do you want? I want to offer you help against Devil Dog. 'Cause let's face it, you need all the help you can get. I don't need any help from you, little brother. In case you forgot, I'm next in line to take over the family of Element, not you. Oh yes, yeah. I've read the prophecies from the family. You are our Dragon of Light, Warren. You're the great leader. And I'm just your twin brother, right? The yin-yang twins of Element. For you to lead us into greatness. Vincent Xander, Victor E.M. Parker, Bella Rose. The list goes on and on. Get to your point, Chris. In case you haven't noticed, I'm busy scouting my opponent. Always in a rush. Always in a rush. Alright, fine. You want to get down to business? Let's get down to business. You need me. I can help you defeat Devil Dog. I can help you achieve things here in 3W you haven't achieved yet. So what do you say? You want to bring in Element's Yin Yang twins to 3W and take the world by force? Embrace it in internal damn chaos? I don't know if you remember this. The last time we got in the ring together, I made you tap out. I beat you. And then you disappeared. But now you're back. And you want to help me? I don't need your help. I can defeat Devil Dog completely on my own. Okay, you think that's all you want. Let me ask you something, Warren. Who was champion while you were gone? Chris, I think it's time you leave. If you know what's best for you, you will turn around and walk away.
Oh man, Chris Chaos, that indeed is the twin brother of War and Peace here tonight, returning, or at least showing up here in Chicago, offering some help against Devil Dog Hartford. Wonder what that means, and wonder if we'll see anything coming about that, as Devil Dog massive superplex to the outside on Sander Cool. And oh man, guys, massive maneuver from Devil Dog, who scales again for a double stomp on the Cool One on the outside. And the intensity here tonight, above everything else on the road to Gold Rush, and Devil Dog 3 count on Sander Cool. Well, that's what Devil Dog and War and Peace gonna both be looking for come Gold Rush, and tonight 2 big victories for them. But Sander Cool does not want to be found on his back against CFT at Gold Rush for that global title. This night has been on fire so far, and look at that right there. Death-defying maneuver from Double D, and then the double stomp will secure the deal. Devil Dog! What a matchup. What a win for Devil Dog, man, oh man. Can he do that at Gold Rush, guys? That is the question. We will find out in just 2 weeks' time. Can Devil Dog put down War and Peace? Can he at least get his friend back?
They only see the grin, the horns, the fear. But now they can see it on you. The mask. Handcrafted, breathable, unstoppable. Be him. $99.99. Only at 3dubshop.com. American Spirit. Fuel that shakes the street, the stage, and everything in between. Now you can bring the noise and the ruckus too.
When your performance is in question, awesome is the answer. The Sentinel, forged for heavy metal. Unleash your power. Custom electric guitars. The Sentinel, awesome is the answer.
All right, here we go, guys. Welcome back to Blackout. Big time matchup here. Contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Dallas, Texas, weighing 228 pounds, the Arrival, Curt. The Arrival is right. Ever since arriving on the scene, he has been a force to be reckoned with, and all of that energy directed right towards the international champion, Dylan Mason. And they will get the big rematch set to take place at Gold Rush for that said title. And Curt Brooks is the man who recently has had the name of Dylan Mason, and can he do it? Once again, without any interruptions, without any foul play. Still looking for that fair, clean win on Dylan Mason. Just like War and Peace and Devil Dog in the first two matchups, you have got to imagine that Dylan Mason is keeping his eyes on Curt Brooks tonight. And his opponent from England with 227 pounds. He is the badass Brit, Scott Adams. Well, Scott Adams has been on a little bit of a roll lately. Nothing currently scheduled for Scott Adams going into Gold Rush, but hey, there's still time. Been on a nice winning streak as of late, ever since dropping his former tag team partner Daniel Roberts. And well, dropping, I think, is an understatement. He dropped him in a powerbomb position off of the stage onto the concrete. I haven't seen Daniel Roberts since, but we've seen a lot of Scott Adams. What's this crowd chant? Small section of the crowd chanting something. I can't quite make it out. Not quite sure what the fans are chanting here, but we have got another bell, and look at Adams. Massive crossbody. Right on Curt Brooks, who kicks him in the side of the head, and now Curt Brooks is ready for some mounted punches and kind of sets Scott Adams straight in the opening bouts of this matchup. And like a cannonball, both of these superstars flying towards each other. And now Scott Adams able to avoid that kick, and now Irish whip up over the top rope and a right hand. Oh no. Shoved down is Scott Adams. Curt Brooks missing with the collar and elbow. Locked up though now with Scott Adams and Curt Brooks, and Adams showing the strength. Pushing Curt Brooks into the corner, and now once again into the collar and elbow. We're seeing a little test of strength right into the side headlock now from Adams. And look out now, look out, man. Here we go, Irish whip reversed, and now a knee to the gut. Right into a pinfall early in the matchup. 1 count, 2 count kick out. And Scott Adams looking to wear down Curt Brooks quickly in this matchup. Might be successful with that. He has been on fire so far. And look out. Well, that's the thing about these go-home matches, guys. These go-home shows. And I've mentioned it already a few times tonight, is we're right back into a collar and elbow. A lot on the mind for Curt Brooks here tonight. Scott, oh, look out. Now there's Curt. Side headlock, takedown. And now look at him wrenching it, and you can see Scott Adams not enjoying any bit of that. He's got to do something to try to get out of here, and look out. Kick to the side of the head. Curt Brooks trying to change around some momentum, but right back into a pinfall, and a 1 count's all he's going to get this time. Here we go. Up and over the top rope. Scott Adams now climbing to the top rope. And what's he got in mind here for Curt Brooks? Not anything too special. Second guessing. Just taunting the crowd up there, and now it is a knee down. And Curt Brooks up with the deadlift. Look out now. Deadlift a second time on the thin-matted concrete. Breaking the count at 3 now. Both superstars back in the ring, and it is Curt. It's Curt Brooks with a massive side slam. Massive side slam. And a 1 count, 2 count. Scott Adams able to kick. That will change around the momentum of the matchup, I promise you that much. As we've now got Curt from the corner. Massive knee. And it's 1, 2, 3. No, he didn't get it. Still only got 2. Here we go now. Adams from behind. 3 amigos. 2 of them down. Third one execute. Every time Curt Brooks tries to get a little momentum and step above on the top of this matchup, it is Scott Adams right there to bring him right back down to a pinfall and a 2 count, and that's it. Stunner! Stunner, my guy! Right in the corner. 1 count, 2 count, man, and Brooks. Brooks barely kicks out of a stunner, and Scott Adams can't believe it. And just going to show the resiliency of the arrival, Curt Brooks. He's going to need every bit of that going into the matchup with Dylan Mason, and he knows exactly what I'm talking about. Another big reversal for Scott Adams. Climbing up to the mid-rail, the double axe handle right in the chin of Curt Brooks, who lies await for another attack from Scott Adams. Oh! Kick to the crown of the head. Curt back to his feet, and an Irish whip off the ropes. Here he comes, up and over. Same with the leapfrog, catching him with a back elbow. Curt Brooks now, once again, gonna try to knock down the momentum of Scott Adams. Scott working a little slower here. Ooh. Right hand saves himself from getting knocked off the apron, but a right hand return and a double axe takes him down. And Curt this time has got to stand his ground. Going for that big Uranagi side slam, and again a neck breaker from Scott Adams. Man, he is looking great, guys, since working singles these past few weeks. Here's Curt though. Got him up on his shoulder, and look at the strength of Curt Brooks with a military press. Rolling him over with the pinfall, and a 1 count, 2 count, kick out. And oh man. Uh-oh. Right hands and chops, back and forth. Who is going to get the advantage in this standoff? Ooh, blocked by Adams' right hand and a big knife edge chop. Blocked by Curt Brooks. Blocked by Scott Adams. Right hands flying here. Who is going to get the upper hand? And it looks like they're going to town here. Curt Brooks and Scott Adams with a right hand, knocking him down. And I have to give it to Scott Adams, who's going for another pinfall, 2 count kick out. Uh-oh. Could we be looking for the atom bomb? And no, right hands from Brooks. Brooks now connected with the big knee. Brooks, 2, 3 count. Brooks takes it, man, oh man. And look at this, here comes Mason with a steel chair. Mason's got a steel chair. And Brooks after a chair himself. And now, these two standing off, both wielding steel chairs. Which one will swing first? No, Mason ducks out. Mason ducks out of the ring. And oh man, Brooks taking out his frustration on Scott Adams, who doesn't deserve a bit of it. And these two, Mason and Brooks, cannot wait for Gold Rush, and guys, neither can I. That is a promise. But we still have a lot to come here tonight, including the tag team tournament finals match, a women's tag team matchup with huge stipulations, and of course, we have the new main event tonight. Will Lars Morrison be able to last 10 minutes with Hexen? Guys, we've got some big updates on James Black. Let's check it out.
The president's been hit. He's been run over.
Move, make a path. Let us through.
Medics are on him. This is chaos back here.
Checking pulse. He's breathing. Let's get him on the stretcher.
Folks, this is the president of the company lying motionless on the concrete. Look at this. It wasn't an accident. Someone just sent a message.
It's good to be heading home.
Happy to see you up and moving, Mr. Black.
Sunlight's gonna feel real nice out there.
It's a warm one today.
Rolling. Doors are opening.
Thank you all for taking care of me.
You take it easy, all right? Call if you need anything.
Will do.
Oh, you guys seen the recap of what happened at Guaranteed Money, and you seen, thankfully, James Black out and about. Although he's still in a wheelchair, I'm sure we will get some more updates for James Black in the near future, and hopefully we see the president back here on Blackout before too long, guys. It is time now for Will King, your Extreme Television Champion, representing Townsend Enterprises, Will King. That's right, the XTV champion, the entity, Will King of Townsend Enterprises. A lot on his mind tonight. We know that there was a big matchup set on the last episode that would determine if Roscoe Wallace would get a shot at the XTV title. Of course, we've seen Bobby G in his debut matchup get the win, but a little bit of controversy. We've seen the hand of Roscoe Wallace on the ropes, and we've seen a similar situation that would see the match overturned for Dylan Mason and Curt Brooks, but didn't get no judgment on this. Let's hear what Will King has to say about the whole situation. And this crowd, guys, does not like Townsend Enterprises inside that ring. Oh, here we go.
This ain't a mirage, but it's damn sure a dream. Cause the XTV champion is in your city. Alright, settle down. We have a couple of things we need to deal with. You see, we have ourselves a problem. In fact, we have two problems. Problem number one, Roscoe Wallace. Wait a second. You guys are feeling the underdog? Oh, this is going good. And then we have problem number two, Josh Armstrong. You people disgust me. Roscoe, you were once my protege, my right-hand man. You were under my tutelage, primed and ready to be the next big thing. But the moment I decided to make a move that benefited me and my career, you son of a bitch, you stabbed me in the back. And you see, because of that, I had to humble your bald-head ass and take your Extreme Television Championship. Well, she's not yours anymore. She's mine. But Roscoe, I'll give you credit. I will give you credit. You never give up. You never quit. You're like a little cockroach that just won't die. But you see, at Gold Rush, just like I took your championship, I'm gonna take that barbed wire bat of yours, Juliet, and I'm gonna smash your damn head in one last time. And now we get to problem number 2. Josh and Armstrong. Wait a second. So you mean to tell me that you people hate my guts, but you're cheering for the man who had his own wife attacked? And it ended her career. Is that the guy you're cheering for? See, the difference between me and that guy is that I outgrew Hill Money and I left them behind. I outgrew the monarchy and I left them behind. I outgrew Roscoe and MDX and I left them behind. But Josh, you see, Josh got kicked out of the group that he built. Why? Because Josh Armstrong is not that guy. But me, the entity, I'm your extreme television champion, and I am simply him. Wait. Y'all bore me because I burned his face? You people should be thanking me. Maybe now he'll keep his damn clothes on. Too soon? So much for the fourth wall. Now, we all saw what happened last week. My man Bobby G damn near murdered Roscoe. But apparently, there's a rumor going around that Roscoe's hand was on it. So because I'm a fair guy, this is what we gonna do. Tonight, Roscoe Wallace will go one-on-one with Josh Armstrong.
Oh, man!
And the winner gets a shot at my Extreme Television Championship at Gold Rush.
Another big matchup added here tonight, guys. Roscoe Wallace gonna get another shot, this time against the hometown kid here tonight, Josh Armstrong, and the winner will take on Will King for the XTV title at Gold Rush. Guys, what a huge announcement. A couple of matches added here tonight, but hey, be sure to like that video. Got another big matchup coming up next, guys. Stay tuned with us. The following contest is a triple threat tag team match. Introducing first, at a combined weight of 449 pounds, the team of Jimmy Shadow and Hall of Famer Jeroen Mercury, Los Salvadores. That's right, guys. Los Salvadores get the big win over War and Peace and Devil Dog on the last episode of Blackout to get this finals spot. Meanwhile, while the Resistance won their spot over the Monarchy on the last house show. And at a combined weight of 429 pounds, the team of Vortrix and Dargos, the Resistance, the former tag team champions, losing the titles back at Summer of Sin and entering, basically creating this tag team tournament from Martrix. Man, we've seen a little bit of ups and downs with Dargos and Martrix lately. Kind of questioning the future of the Resistance, but maybe they can get it together here tonight. Get another big win together in another match at those tag team titles against Tapout at Gold Rush. Here we go. And at a combined weight of 558 pounds, the team of Lance Hagen. This crowd is not like Townsend. Caleb Stone, Townsend Enterprises. This crowd very vocal here tonight against all members of Townsend Enterprises. But I have to say, maybe the favorite in this matchup, just considering their strength alone in this tornado-style triangle tag match. Look at this, 6 men in the ring, 2 of them will represent a team against Team Tapout at Gold Rush for the tag team titles. Oh, look at Martrix, man. Gonna be a lot of action in this one, guys. Gonna be tough to keep up. But please bear with me as I try my best to follow up with this action as Martrix goes shoulder first into the turnbuckles. Big splash, 300-pound plus Lance Hagen. Of course, we mentioned the Resistance beating the Monarchy. Los Salvadores beat Devil Dog and War and Peace. That matchup set up by Devil Dog. Man, nice slam here. And a pinfall and a quick kick out from Stone. And here comes, oh man, Shadow with a kendo stick. Anything goes in this matchup. Los Salvadores getting the win over Devil Dog and Peace. And then, of course, Townsend Enterprises getting the win over Sander Cool and Joe Rivers. A little fallout there. Nonetheless, a win's a win, and that's got to be the motto for Townsend Enterprises. And look at Dargers trying to take on the big man. There's Jimmy again with a kendo taken away from Caleb Stone, who lays out Martrix and Targus, man. Here's the 2 Hall of Famers in this matchup. 2 Hall of Famers. Ron Mercury going in last year's class and then a couple classes ago, 2 seasons ago, for Caleb Stone. I'd imagine all these superstars in this ring right now, possibly future Hall of Famers, and a pinfall and a kick out. And now Stone. Stone setting it up for the massive rock bottom powerbomb into a pinfall for Stone. 2 count kicked out. Thanks to Jimmy Shadow, and look at CFT looking on here. Pinfall for Dargers on the big man, broken up by Jimmy once again. A lot at stake here. Townsend Enterprises look to be on their road to their first tag titles together. Los Salvadores on the road to earning tag titles again. And look who's here. Look who is here, guys. John Awesome is in the building. Suspension and all still stands, but John Awesome here tonight in Chicago. 3 amigos from Stone. He calls it G3. Here's Stone now, hooking the leg at Dargus. And Martrix, can he get there in time? He does. And oh man, oh, big DDT from Martrix on the inside, and steel chairs, and Dargus just accidentally hit Martrix with that steel chair. He was targeting Stone, I know he was. Guys, John Awesome up in the crowd, watching on closely. You know he has his target set on Townsend Enterprises. The rumor mill has suggested that John Awesome could be innocent in his suspension, but we have yet to see the pure evidence from Russell Franchise stating so. Now look out! Arsenal of kicks from Martrix, taking down the big guy, but here's Ron Mercury going for a powerbomb. Martrix kicking out, and now Lance Hagen with Dargus. Martrix, no, yes, Martrix! And the pinfall Broken up quickly by Jimmy, who does a huge springboard moonsault and now takes down the big guy. And look at Lars out here with CFT, making sure John Awesome doesn't perform any funny business. Lars got a big matchup later tonight in the main event with Hexen. Pinfall Matrix now barely. Almost getting the 3 count, barely kicked out by Stone. Oh man. Look at the carnage everywhere in this triple threat tag team matchup. The finals of the tag tournament. Who will go on to face Team Tapout for the tag titles at Gold Rush? Massive slam from Lance Hagen. 1 count, 2 count. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Stone could have just ruined the chances here for Townsend Enterprises. Almost had it. I thought it was Lance Hagen. And now look at this. John Awesome keeping a close eye on this matchup. Now here's Stone again on the outside with a powerbomb on the freaking steps. Man, oh man. Oh man. Dargus is taking all kinds of punishment on the outside here. Oh man. And Lars making his way closer to the ring. Closer to John Awesome. And now a roll up from Stone and a kick out. Matrix is right there to break it up in a Luthez press from Stone. Dargus! Massive moonsault! And down goes Dargus. Oh man. Big knee to Jimmy and a big knee to Yeroon. And look, oh my gosh! Oh man! Lars Morrison through a table. John Awesome just put Morrison through a table and another big power bomb. From Caleb Stone, 2 count. Broken up by Matrix, my goodness. And now Stone again, using the ropes this time, not gonna help. And look at the blood and everything all over the ring. And we gotta figure out what's going on with Lars Morrison. Powerbomb through a table. And now it's Matrix with Yeroon. Face first, head first down on the canvas. Down goes the big man. And it's Stone and Matrix. The last 2 in the ring standing. And a running power slam from the Hall of Fame. Down goes Jimmy on the outside. And a big-time basement drop kick right in the ear hole. And Stone's got him. 2 count. 3, no. Matrix kicks out at 2.5. Down goes Hagen. And look at CFT is just furious. Furious out here with John Awesome putting Lars through a table. Carnage is all over the place here, guys. And we've got another pinfall. 2 count. 3 count. Did he get it? No, he didn't. He didn't get it. Uh-oh. Man. Double moonsault kick to Matrix, and now look out now. Out goes Jimmy. Oh, out goes Dargus. And look at the big man. The sole survivor standing in the ring. But here comes Yeroon Mercury. And look at this, Justin Perrault. Perrault trying to get involved. The massive clothesline from Lance Hagen. 1, 2. 3 count, he got him. Lance Hagen wins it. Oh no, and Dargus is attacking Martrix on the outside. Dargus attacking Martrix. Come on, man. And now John Awesome from the top taking out Stone. Oh, and there goes Hagen too. John Awesome taking out Townsend Enterprises.
Mayonnaise. The perfect complement to any sandwich. But why stop there? Start your day with mayo. Try spreading it on your bacon. Shaken, stirred, and mayoed? Heck yes. We at Big Mayo believe you can use mayonnaise for so many more things. Mayo can be your partner for life's every need. We're Big Mayo. Spreading joy, one jar at a time.
Ah! I can't get no holes in my hair like this! Whoa! You need that Hagen's! I got my hair and my dignity back.
Hagen's hair cream. When bald isn't a part of the plan.
Take a bite out of life. Shark bites, shark bites. Hey kids, power up your day with my Shark Bites, the fun gummy vitamins shaped like sharks.
Packed with flavor, vitamins, and fantastic fun. Take a bite out of life with Jaden Walker's Shark Bites.
Shark Bites, take a bite out of...
Did you know that in Japan, sushi is a crop that grows directly from the ground and can be harvested? Japanese farmers cultivate sushi in sushi fields. Sushi seeds are carefully nurtured, producing a variety of flavors and styles, from classic tuna sushi to innovative fusion flavors. As the harvest season approaches, farmers meticulously pick the ripest and most flavorful sushi from the fields, ready for the market.
CFT, it is true. It is true. See, CFT, I've overcome every single challenge that you've thrown my way. I have beaten every single of your lackeys. They're all still sitting in the loser cup, crying about losing to me. So, you can't run away. You can't back out. You are all alone right now. So, CFT, you have a choice to make. In fact, you have to face up to this challenge, even though you don't want to. So, I suggest you give me what I want. I suggest you find whatever courage you can have and you come face to face with your ultimate opportunist. So what's it gonna be, CFT? Are you going to face me?
Sure, Sander. You may have overcome Caleb Stone and almost any obstacle I've thrown at you. But guess what? You've only exposed yourself at the end of the day. Remember, it was you who sold the championship to me. I own the global championship because you surrendered it to me to foolishly challenge Hexen for the World Heavyweight Championship. And how did that work out for you? Didn't work out so well, did it? But Sander, there's one thing you should know about me. It's that I've always got a plan, no matter what.
I'm so sick and tired of CFT thinking he can just walk up and do whatever he wants. Clarence is lucky that Matt agreed with that little stipulation with Hexen before I could get to it. But I have a blockade for CFT's quote-unquote plan. I'll be keeping Townsend Enterprises at bay by adding another superstar to the match. And I'll make it just a little harder for CFT to have help. I'll add TJ Renegade after what happened on the last episode. I do think TJ has earned this opportunity.
Hold up, Hunter. Hold up. Look, Hunter, I love giving people opportunities. I really do. It's just that clearly you think I need some kind of help. But that's not the case here. No, Hunter, I don't need help. I don't need anything. You see, I've got this little shitty crybaby billionaire under control. In fact, after my match at Gold Rush, I'm going to beat him. I'm going to take back my creation. So, yeah, give TJ the opportunity. I'm ready for this challenge. But next time, Hunter, next time you want to pull something like this, you discuss it with me first. You talk to me first before you make a decision like that.
Oh man, what a turn of events we have here! TJ Renegade added to the global title match.
So, adding TJ Renegade to the match, that makes it a triple threat.
Yes.
The more people we add to this match, the better chance I have to swoop in and retain my title once they beat the hell out of each other. I love it. I'm a genius.
I'm not going to sit here and play these games with you, CFT. I haven't forgotten what you've done to me. I haven't forgotten what you took from me. Coachella weekend was supposed to be my time. And I want more than what I've already gotten. I'm not going to play these ring around the rosy games with you. I'm going to cut the head off the snake of Townsend Enterprise. And I'm not starting anywhere but with you.
Joe, relax. Listen, what happened at Coachella was strictly business. I know you, Joe. You would have done the same thing if you were in our position. We were just trying to get leverage to win the Coachella Rumble. Again, just business. But for that, I apologize. I know how much that opportunity meant to you. But Joe, why don't I make it up to you? So the GM Hunter deal just added TJ Renegade to my match against Sander for the Global Championship. But you deserve an opportunity as well, after all I've put you through. So why don't we do this? Joe Rivers, Sander Cool, TJ Renegade, and yours truly, Clarence Fletcher Townsend, and a fatal four-way for the Global Championship.
And Clarence, my old foe, and now current pain in my ass. You know exactly what I can do.
Well, would you look at that?
Sucker. Easiest night ever.
Can you believe what just happened right there, guys? Joe Rivers and TJ Renegade both just added to the global title match at Gold Rush. We got another match here. Big stipulations. Hit that like button. Stay tuned with us. Scheduled for one fall. In the ring already. Gypsy Freak and Nightshade. Making her way to the ring. From Los Angeles, California. Representing Townsend Enterprises. She is the women's television champion. Danny Moore. That's right, this matchup made earlier tonight, guys, by the general manager, Hunter Deal. Making this a tag team matchup where the two champs will team up against Gypsy Freak and Nightshade. And if Freak and Nightshade win tonight, then they will get title matches at Gold Rush. But if the champs win, they'll face each other. What's gonna happen here, guys? And her partner from the Netherlands. She is the women's undisputed champion, Cruella. the Mistress of Darkness. Displaying a new look here, a new theme song, because she's got some new hardware. The two-time women's champion making her way to the ring. Big tag team matchup here tonight, guys. We know she won the title on the last episode in a big fatal four-way matchup. Some say it was an unexpected win, but I say it was rightfully earned. What a creepy entrance here for the women's champion. Will she be defending that title at Gold Rush against Gypsy Freak? Well, she's got to win here tonight, Gypsy and Nightshade do, in order to get these title matches at Gold Rush. Look at Gypsy. You know they're going to be trying any and everything they can here tonight to try to get that W. That's right, Hunter making it clear that if Nightshade and Gypsy get the win here tonight, and it could be right now in this pinfall, and look out. Cruella stopping the pinfall, but if they get the win, and here's another pinfall. Nightshade 2 count, Danny kicks out. Nightshade would be the one to get the chance against Danny Moore for the women's TV title, and Gypsy Freak would get the women's undisputed title match against Cruella. But again, guys, they have to win here tonight in this tag team matchup. If they don't win, then it looks like Danny and Cruella will be facing off in a champ versus champ non-title match. So either way, the champions are going to be in action at the pay-per-view. Look at that. Gypsy Freak showing a little new attire here tonight as well. Look out. Now Gypsy's got her set up now. Gypsy! Look out, a riptide on the TV champion, and a hook of the leg, 2 count, and a kick out from Danny. Comes Danny right back at her. Round the world neckbreaker. Nicely done, way to get back into the game here for the TV champion. Well, now, here comes Gypsy. Irish whip into her corner, and a tag into her partner. Here we go, nicely done. Double team effort by Gypsy and Nightshade, the possible contenders for the titles. Gotta win here tonight. What about these teams, though, guys? As Nightshade up on the apron, taunting Danny. And now look at this. Look out now. Cannonball drop from the apron, taking down Danny Moore. Back inside, and Nightshade up to the top and down with an elbow drop into the back. Driving the elbow down. Nightshade, Irish whip off the ropes. Here she comes, up and over with a leapfrog, and a big kick sends down the champ, and a hook of the leg for the count. 2, 3, count, got her. Three count, got her, guys. Nightshade and Gypsy Freak are on their way to Gold Rush for some championship gold opportunities. Man, oh man. I don't think Cruella got tagged in one time. No, she didn't. She saved one pinfall, but that was about the extent of the women's undisputed champion and her involvement in this matchup. It was all Nightshade and Gypsy Freak taking out all their frustrations on Danny Moore, considering everything that's happened over the past several weeks with Danny and the championships.
Gypsy Freak and Nightshade.
Well, there you have it, guys. Gypsy Freak and Nightshade, the victors here. And now Shade will take on Danny Moore at Gold Rush. And Gypsy Freak will take on Cruella. Big opportunities earned for these two superstars. Oh, now wait a minute! Damn! Gypsy Freak just laid out Nightshade. Man, oh man, no friends here, guys. That is not how Nightshade is rolling here tonight. But anyways, nevertheless, a big win for those two. And we will talk about Gold Rush right now, ladies and gentlemen. We've got some big matches coming up at the Premium Live event in just 2 weeks. We will see, and we just seen it. Nightshade will get her opportunity for the women's TV title against Danny Moore. And of course, Gypsy Freak also will get a title opportunity, women's undisputed title, against Cruella the Vamp. And then we've got this, of course, too. Devil Dog Hartford one-on-one with Warren Peace. Cannot wait to see the outcome of that matchup. And now, of course, this international title on the line, a rematch. Curt Brooks against Dylan Mason. And the main event of Gold Rush, Chris Harris, the Star Killer, against the undefeated 3-dub World Champion Hexen. What a night it's going to be at Gold Rush. Be sure to get your tickets now and be at the biggest event of the fall. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Brooklyn, New York, weighing 220 pounds, representing the Monarchy, Roscoe Wallace. Well, Roscoe Wallace getting a bit of redemption here. We've stated how we've seen a hand on the ropes overturn matches before, but it was overlooked in the last matchup with Roscoe Wallace when he had his hand on the ropes in his documented loss to Bobby G, his debut matchup on the last episode of Blackout. But hey, something I didn't see coming. Will King, being the fair man that he is, or at least that he claims he is, gonna give Roscoe another shot here, and here we go. Here comes the hometown man through hell, fire, and brimstone. And his opponent from Chicago. Here we go. Weighing 237 pounds. Josh Armstrong. Josh Armstrong is a very different man. Over the course of the last several months has gone through, no pun intended, but hell on earth. All kinds of personal issues, all kinds of mental issues, and then returning only to be greeted by fire from Will King, scorching his face. That is why you see the mask. That is why you see a different Josh Armstrong. And tonight, one of these two guys is going to go on to face Will King at Gold Rush for the Extreme Television Championship. We know the stories behind both of these guys. We know why both of them want to get their hands on Will King. Here's Roscoe now whipped into the corner. And the hometown man, Josh Armstrong, feeling at home and comfortable here tonight. Well, as comfortable as he can be in his hometown. Oh yeah, here we go. Josh Armstrong setting up Roscoe Wallace. Roscoe now. Shoulder breaker, rockin' Maivia style, and into a pinfall. 1 count kick out. Nicely executed neck breaker. It has been majority Josh Armstrong. The beginning of this matchup, slam down. Got to keep in mind the X factor in this XTV title division that's been shaping up. Bobby Galileo, the Seattle Seahawks Hall of Famer. Look out! Definitely been having a target on Roscoe Wallace as of late. Look at Roscoe missing with a moonsault. That sets up Josh Armstrong for a big maneuver here. Almost decapitating Roscoe Wallace, and now look out. Roscoe trying to get back to his feet, trying to stay with it here. And now we are right back to Josh Armstrong, slowing down the matchup now. Roscoe, a bit of a fireman's carry to get out of that matchup, or out of that maneuver, and an atomic drop. Right hand caught, foot caught. Forearm, Roscoe still fighting hard. Technically never got a rematch at that XTV title. Now look at this, nice athleticism from Roscoe. Off the ropes and under, and takes out Josh. Armstrong going down the big lariat, and now a hook of the leg for Roscoe. A pinfall to the twos, and a kick out. Here we go. Oh, look out. Big German suplex from Roscoe in a second, and held on for a third. Three Amigo here. Remember, the winner of this matchup will face Will King at Gold Rush. And look at Roscoe Wallace! My goodness! And a count two, and a kick out from Josh. How many times did he get around right there? I have no idea. Right into a rear naked choke. And he's got Roscoe. Roscoe's got him right where he wants him right now, right here. And a release of the hold, and Roscoe Wallace looking good at the moment. Ooh, man. How can you feel any of them strikes to the head with that helmet on? Is it a helmet? Is it a mask or a helmet? And a Uranagi side slam. A jackpot from Roscoe. Now Roscoe looking to put the finishing touches, and look at this! Bobby Galileo! Bobby Galileo taking out Roscoe Wallace once again here. And now he's targeting Armstrong. Now a spear, cutting Armstrong in half. And this match is over, guys. And look who's coming. Will King making his way down to the ring after Bobby Galileo just took out Roscoe Wallace and Josh Armstrong. And now they've both got steel chairs. Galileo and Will King taking it to him.
there's a flavor worth returning to. Slow brewed, crisp, and made with pure cane sugar. For a moment that tastes like then and now. Revival Cola. Bring back the taste.
She doesn't chase attention. It finds her. Put it on your lips.
When you're built different, you wear Maulers. Power, style, fearless energy. Maulers. Unleash the animal.
Oh yeah, the dojo is rockin'! The Tapout era is still going strong. And tonight, in this very ring, Tapout proves why we are still at the top of the mountain.
You gotta be kidding me right now. You done yelling at the ghosts? I think you might have popped an eardrum in section 30.
Your turn, Dark Knight. Give it some swagger. Sell those seats.
Ladies and gentlemen of the dojo.
Nope. That sounded like a substitute teacher reading an email. Ugh, you're putting me to sleep, man. Try again, but bring that leading man energy.
You seem to forget quite easily. I headlined a blockbuster. I was literally Batman. I think I'm qualified.
Oh, you were a Batman, all right. But you're no Kilmer or Keaton. That was more like... should have been cast as Alfred, you old man.
All right. Keep piling on. Just remember, you're training with the guy on the posters now, kid.
My point exactly. Charisma is a piece of the puzzle. These people want to feel something before the bell even rings. That spark, that feeling, that is what I bring to Team Tapout. And that is what these ghosts came to see.
We still have a job to do. And that is watch 3 teams fight for a shot at our tag team titles. Townsend Enterprises has power and numbers. The Resistance, all the athleticism in the world. A cohesive unit. And then we have Los Salvadores. Cunning veterans, more unpredictable than your ability to say the right movie script line.
Okay, that was only one time. On a couple of occasions.
Look, whatever the matchup and whatever the rules, we adapt, we outlast, and we finish whoever steps up.
And we're gonna look damn good doing it too.
Damn right. Come on, let's finish up. I've got a signing to get to in 45 minutes.
All right. Okay.
Well, there you have it, guys. Team Tapout still training hard for these tag title match that they have at Gold Rush now with Townsend Enterprises. And guys, speaking of, we've got a big main event coming up right now. It is time for Lars Morrison and Hexen. Here we go. Hit that like button and stay tuned with us. The following contest is the main event and is a non-title match scheduled for one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing first, from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing 291 pounds, representing Townsend Enterprises, he is the Grand Mauler, Lars Morrison. Well, it hasn't been made official. We don't have an official card for Gold Rush, but it looks like Lars Morrison has been all over Jaden Walker as of late, targeting that national championship, like as I said, hasn't been confirmed. But if there is going to be a national title match, I'd imagine Lars Wild is the man to get that opportunity. But man, he has a big challenge here tonight. The undefeated 101 Hexen, the 3-dub world champion, is up next for Lars Morrison. And can he hang? He only has to do 10 minutes with the champ here tonight.
And his opponent, from parts unknown, weighing 315 pounds, he is the 3-dub world heavyweight champion, undefeated Hexen.
That is right, guys. Hexen, undefeated 3-dub world champ. Looking forward to a big matchup with Chris Harris at Gold Rush. And as of right now, it is being determined and set as a Hell in a Cell match. But if Lars Wild can last 10 minutes here tonight with the champ, then CFT will have the chance to change that stipulation at Gold Rush. And I would imagine he will jump right on it because they do not want Chris Harris locked in a cell with Hexen. I would not want anybody locked in a cell with him. And here we go. The bell has rung. And let's see what Lars Morrison here tonight can do against the 3-dub world champion. And a test of strength with the 315-pounder. And Lars is going to overcome the big man. Well, they don't call him the Grand Mauler for nothing. The second collar and elbow, and a second time, Lars Morrison overpowers the big man in a right hand. Cheap shot right hand from Lars and a turnaround. No, going for a neck breaker. And I think Hexen's face bounced off every turnbuckle on his way down. Now a big body splash right into a pinfall. Lars is going to try to get this over with early. And that is not going to happen. What's this?
Hey Dewey, I want to talk to you. Listen, I've been thinking all night long for a real reason for Lars Morrison to get a shot at my national championship. Because I'll admit, I want to get in the ring with him just as bad as he does me. But the fact of the matter is, he hasn't proven to me he deserves it yet. Now right now, Lars is out there with a man that's gone 101-0. I'd say that's reason enough. If Lars can last 10 minutes, then he can get his shot against me for the national championship at Gold Rush.
Oh, look at this, guys. There you have it. Jaden Walker making it clear. Let's turn back to the action here now. Jaden Walker making it clear that if Lars can beat this challenge here and overcome Hexen for 10 minutes, then he will get a chance at Jaden Walker's national championship. Jaden Walker inches closer and further into the record books. 413 days he has carried that national championship. And can Lars get an opportunity? So big things on the line here for Townsend Enterprises in this go-home show main event. I'll tell you what, Lars Morrison holding his own against Hexen, and a big DDT right there. And of course, look at Townsend removing the damn turnbuckle. Oh, and another slingshot body press into the pinfall and a kick out from Hexen. We are just about 3 minutes into this matchup, guys, and to give you some perspective, Chris Harris only lasted 11 minutes, was about 11 or 12 minutes roughly, with Hexen in that Coachella matchup. So it is doable to go 10 minutes, but man, it is a tough task. Look at this. Lars trying to avoid the big man as he climbs to the top turnbuckle, and Lars is right there to take him down the hard way. And Lars is looking phenomenal in this matchup, guys. And I do believe that this may be the first time that Hexen has been this vulnerable. Pretty much all of his matches have been couple-minute squash matches, with the exception of the title match with Harris at Coachella. But even then, Hexen was all over Chris Harris, and now here's a pinfall from the champ, but a 1 count is all he is going to get as we venture 4 minutes into this matchup. And it seems like, look out, top rope, snake eyes. It seems to me like it looks like the tides have turned a little bit for Lars Morrison. Oh, come on, CFT. You have an infatuation with removing that top turnbuckle. Big slam down from Hexen as Steve Zeebs puts the turnbuckle back on, and Hexen climbs to a top turnbuckle, looking for a big move. Man, oh man, 315 pounds. Drop down on Lars Morrison. Oh no, look out! Speared off the apron goes Lars Morrison, and CFT preventing Hexen from furthering any damage at this point. Halfway through this matchup, and Hexen is head over shoulders at the moment. My God! Big right hand from Lars. And off the apron, no, up to the top turnbuckle, Hexen on the inside, and stopping Lars from gaining any momentum on that top turnbuckle. Turning around is Lars with a double axe handle. He snuck it out, and now pushing him over, rich in the neck. Pinfall, 1 count. Nicely done, Lars Morrison staying in the game here. Over halfway, he's only got 4 minutes to maintain here. Remember, he does not have to pin or submit Hexen here. He just has to last 10 minutes. Ooh, big knee to the side of the head. And now going for a pinfall. Gonna try to put it away anyway. 2 count, Hexen kicks. If it were me and I were Lars, I'd be trying to slow this match down. You only got 3.5 minutes, and now look at Hexen. Roll up pinfall. 1 count kick out. Lars Morrison staying in the game again. At some point, Lars has got to understand that it's just a time game. Look at the big guy. Miss him with the splash. Off the ropes. Up and over goes Morrison. Now up and over goes Hexen, and the lariat takes him down. Hexen back to his feet and a mid-rail DDT. Planting the 3-dub champ, and now Morrison. You can see him trying to remove that mask while throwing those punches unsuccessfully, though. It has been stated by CFT and Chris Harris that they believe that Hexen he's only as powerful and he's only as confident when he has that mask on. There is something about not having the mask that is the difference between Asvito and Hexen. And now a pinfall again. Lars almost gets it. Lars almost gets the pinfall here. And now a big elbow drop as we get closer and closer to 2 minutes here. Lars is almost there, guys. Nice big body block again over the top rope. Lars fighting for a chance for Chris Harris to change the Hell in a Cell stipulation, and fighting for a chance at the national title against Jaden Walker at Gold Rush. There you go. I can't believe I'm cheering for him. I'm not cheering for him, but that's the right game plan right there. That's the right game plan. 90 seconds left. Lars is only gonna last 90 seconds. Here we go. An STF. It can't Hexen. No, look at the strength. Look at the strength of the champ. Hexen now back to his feet, and now, oh no! Oh no! Burn! Planted him! 2 count! Can't count for Lars! My God, guys! Pile driver, not putting him away. Spear through the ropes. We are 50 seconds away. Can Hexen put out Lars Morrison here in the main event of Blackout? Now from the mid-rail is the champ. Oh man, what a big axe coming down on Lars. 30 seconds, guys. 30 seconds. And Hexen, a float over neck breaker. And Hexen slamming down the knee. Hexen's got to get a pinfall here. It's 15 seconds. And massive headbutts. Massive headbutts from the champ. 7 seconds. Hexen watching Lars crawl to the corner. 2 seconds. And Lars has done it. Lars has withstood 10 minutes with Hexen. And here comes Jaden. Jaden Walker and Lars Morrison at Gold Rush for the national title. And Hexen taking them both out. Hexen taking out Lars and Jaden Walker here. Man, oh man, guys. Lars Morrison able to get the job done and lasted 10 minutes with Hexen. And now, Hexen out here just destroying Jaden Walker and Lars. And look at the strength of Hexen. 2 human beings. My God. My God. Hexen, 2 human beings. That was almost 500 pounds. Oh, now look out. Chris Harris. Hexen. Right hands. And Harris. Hexen lays him out. Hexen is cleaning house here. Can anyone stand up to the monster? And now Hexen hasn't had enough with Harris. Oh man, and Harris driven into the steel steps. Oh, wait a minute. Chris Conley in the briefcase. Conley is coming down with the briefcase. And Hexen's ready to go to war. Oh, and there's Twan. Twan's behind him. Twan, no. Backfire. Twan goes down. Conley taking it to Montana right now. And Twan goes down. Twan goes down. Chaos and carnage everywhere in the main event. And Conley reminding Hexen what he has. Jaden Walker, Lars Morrison, Chris Harris, Twan Montana, all laid out. And Conley and Hexen stare from afar. What a night this was, guys. Thank you for joining me here on Blackout, and we will see you in 2 weeks at Gold Rush. Guys, thanks for joining me, and I hope you have a great night.
All spotlights, no easy road. We made a kingdom from the cold. Every loss, gained every win. They tied me up, can't see again.